Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here and investing your time in improving your English and yourself. There is a truth that many people do not want to accept. You are not bad at English. You are only stuck in a learning loop that does not help you improve. You have started many times with a lot of motivation. You study hard using apps, videos, or classes, but after some time, nothing really changes. You still cannot understand well, you still cannot speak, and you still translate word by word in your head. This makes you feel tired. The problem is not English being too hard. The problem is the way you are learning. The first mistake is learning English without a clear goal. You watch different videos every day. You learn new words from many topics. You always feel like you are studying, but there is no clear direction. Some people want to speak English, but they spend too much time on difficult grammar. Some people want to listen better, but they only learn single words without using them in real sentences. Because there is no clear goal, you feel busy, but you do not really improve. It is like walking a long time, but not knowing where you are going. The second mistake is only learning by watching and listening, but not using the language. You can understand videos, you can follow conversations, but when you need to speak, you cannot make sentences easily. This happens because your brain only receives information, but does not practice creating language. It is like watching someone swim many times, but you cannot swim when you enter the water. If you only learn passively, you will always know English, but you cannot use it. Another common mistake is focusing too much on grammar. You think about grammar rules every time you want to speak. You check every sentence in your head before you say it. Because of this, you speak very slowly. You are afraid of making mistakes. In real communication, people do not need perfect grammar. They only need to understand each other. But when you try to be perfect, speaking English becomes stressful instead of natural. A big problem for many learners is the fear of making mistakes when speaking English. You may have ideas in your mind, but you do not speak because you are afraid of wrong pronunciation or wrong words. Every time you stay silent, you lose a chance to practice. The truth is, nobody speaks perfectly at the beginning, but fear stops many people from improving. The more you stay silent, the weaker you feel, even if you already know some English. The last mistake is not studying regularly. Sometimes you study a lot because you feel motivated, but other days you stop completely because you are busy or tired. English is not something you learn once and keep forever. It needs regular practice to become a skill. If you stop for too long, you forget what you learned before, then you feel like starting again from the beginning. This cycle makes many people think they are not good at English. After looking at all these mistakes, we can see one thing clearly. The problem is not your ability. The problem is your learning method. You study a lot, but without direction. You listen and read, but do not practice enough. You understand videos, but do not use them ineffectively. So you understand English, but you cannot use it well in real life. If you change your thinking, you will see English in a different way. You do not need to learn everything at once. You only need to focus on one skill and practice it every day. You do not need to speak perfectly. You only need to try speaking even if you make mistakes. You do not need to study too much in one day. You only need to study regularly so you do not forget. When you change your method, English will become easier and more natural in your daily life. Maybe the problem is not how much you study, but how you study. Some people improve fast with the same time, and some people do not because their methods are different. If you feel stuck, it does not mean you are not good at English. It only means you need a better way to learn. English does not punish slow learners. It only shows your daily practice. When you change your learning method, you will see that progress is not far away. It is just waiting for you to start again in the right way. If you find this video interesting and helpful, please give me a like and subscribe.